god, the lighting's horrible. Yeah, so, like, oh, you want to know why I have this, like, Blue Eyes White Dragon right here? Well, I want to give, like, a shout out to, like, one of my, like, little brother's friends named Cameron. Like, he gave my little brother, like, these two cards. They are known as the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Pretty iconic, but, like, well, it used to be iconic. I mean, it still is, but, like, it's because, like, it doesn't have an effect, and it's just, like, a bland old 3000 attack point monster. It's not really that, like, competitive, like, nowadays. Oh, and he also gave my brother, like, the White Stone of Legend, which is a good, like, I dropped it, for, like, a support card for Blue Eyes White Dragon. So, yeah, just, like, wanted to give, like, a quick shout out to Cameron. So far, to this day, I don't even know if he has a channel, but maybe if he does, I'll probably, like, put it in the description or something. So, yeah, let's get into the video. What's up, guys? And I'm back in again with the White Vans. I mean, back at it again from our Yu-Gi-Oh! Lock Dimensions character profile. So, so we've already done, like, the main protagonist, the female protagonist, the best friend, and now it's time to do, like, like, the rival. But like, actually, like, later in the series is going to be, like, another rival, which is going to be, like, far more, like, powerful than this one. Except this one is kind of like Shark from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Like, he was Yuma's first rival, but then, like, Kite came along and, like, stole his spotlight. So it's kind of going to be like that. So, and his name is Jordan Quelont. Now, like, to, like, get the name, me and my friend Jordan both really like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, we both, like, try to, like, get into, like, a voice call with, like, each other, and we just, like, get out our decks and, like, duel each other, and, like, I usually win most of the time, because, like, most of his, like, he doesn't, like, stick to, like, a basic deck. He just, like, does, like, a bunch of, like, miscellaneous, like, monsters and cards. Well, I, like, stick forward to, like, a certain deck. And you wanna know what deck I play? I play a Phantom Knights deck. Yeah, it's gonna dominate. I do think of, like, getting, like, like, that ice barrier structure deck, freezing chains. I'm probably gonna, like, make a deck out of that. So yeah. So I named my rival for Yu-Gi-Oh! Lock Dimensions, and his name is Jordan Quelont. Kind of a weird name, but, like, so is every Yu-Gi-Oh! Name. So Jordan had 58 duels, and okay, not bad, and that's pretty average. He won 51 of them, ooh, and he lost 7 of them, and he didn't tie or, like, have any DNFs. He lost 7 duels. Well, to be fair, like, most of them were, like, against, like, Udara, so it's, like, kind of, like, acceptable for him to lose that much. And Jordan's overall duel score is an 87.93, which is it's okay, just not the best, because not in, like, the 90s, but it's close though, not bad. Now the type of, like, deck that, like, Jordan plays is like, I kind of want it to be based around fusion summoning, so that's what I did. And, like, my friend, like, Jordan, like, watches, like, some, like, Naruto, and I was like, what if I, like, make it like a fire ninja deck, because, like, whenever, like, we, like, play some Pokemon, he, like, always, like, likes the fire types. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can combine this. So let's get into the monsters. The monsters are, like, a part of, like, a type called Ninjara, and then, like, X, and, like, the fusion monsters are X, and, like, I'm going to introduce a new form of fusion summoning in second with triple X. So here we go. The first monster is Flaming Jar X Military Soldier with 1600 attack and 1500 defense. It's level 4, and, like, most of, like, the Flame Ninja X's are, like, level 4. And its effect is, if this card is used for fusion material for a Ninjara fusion monster, you can add 2 monsters from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So it's, like, kind of, like, once it's used as, like, a fusion summon, you can, like, add 2 monsters out from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So, like, if this was used for a fusion summon, you can bring this one, you can add this one, and, like, the other monster that was used to fusion summon, and add it back to your hand. And then maybe, like, if you have a card that lets you summon multiple monsters at once, then you can do that. Next is Flaming Jar X Military Sergeant with 1900 attack and 1400 defense. If this card was used for a fusion material for an Ninjara fusion monster, so, like, the same effect, pay 1000 life points to special summon this monster onto your side of the field in defense mode. Okay, I mean, it does have, like, 1400 defense, so, like, unless your opponent doesn't have any, like, big brain plays and just playing some, like, under 1000 attack point monsters, then they really can't do anything. So it's just a decent card. Flaming Jar X Military Corporal with 1800 attack and 1700 defense. If this card was used for a fusion material for an Ninjara fusion monster, you gain 500 life points. So, like, it's like basically, like, once you fusion summon, you gain life points. So that's always, like, a good thing to have. And then, like, the last for, like, the main like, the primary monsters are Flame Jar X Military Specialist with 1950 attack and 1750 defense, and that was kind of weird. If this card was used for fusion material for a Ninjara fusion monster, you get to draw 1 card. Okay, not bad. Next, we go into the extra deck monsters, and he specializes in fusion summoning. So the first extra deck monster is Inferno Ninjara Double X Military Commander. Whoa, that sounds awesome. It has 2300 attack and 2500 defense. It's level 6 because it's like a fusion monster. And to like fusion summon it requires Flame Ninjara X Military Soldier and Flame Ninjara X Military Sergeant. So okay, the first like 2 monsters I said. And this card is on the field. Pay half of your life points to special summon 2 Ninjara monsters from your deck or graveyard. And if you have like another like polymerization or fusion spell in your hand, then like once you special summon 2 monsters, you get to like activate like the fusion spell and you can fusion summon again. Next is Inferno Ninjara Double X Military Private with 2500 attack and 2000 defense. It requires Flame Ninjara X Military Corporal and Flame Ninjara X Military Specialist. If this card is on the field, pay half of your life points to destroy all monsters, spells, and trap cards your opponent controls. So it's kind of like a multiple trick pony, and like it's honestly one of the best like fusion monsters in terms of like, but you have to like pay half of your life points. So like unless your opponent is like one last trick up their sleeve to like take out the rest of your life points, it's kind of like a do or die like scenario. And lastly is the boss of fusion monster, Volcano Ninjara Triple X Brigadier General Commander Master. I think I had a seizure when I came up with that name. It has 3400 attack and 3100 defense, so it's like stronger than Blue Eyes. Nice reference. Thank you. And its effect, and like it requires Inferno Ninjara Double X Military Commander and Inferno Ninjara Double X Military Private. It's also level 8. I forgot to mention that. And its effect is if this card is fusion summoned, all other special summon monsters on the field are switched into defense mode. It's kind of like a lame effect now I think about it for like a boss monster, but really it's still like a good card nonetheless. Now, if you're listening and like paying attention, you realize that like it's like 2 fusion materials require the previous 2 fusion monsters, and that's because in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Dimensions, I'm introducing a new form of fusion summoning called Ultra Fusion Summoning. Basically, what that is that you take 2 monsters that have already been fusion summoned, and then you fuse them together to create ultra fusion summon. So like let's say on like one side you have like a Gaia the Dragon Champion, like it requires Gaia the Fierce Knight and Curse of Dragon, and then like over here you have like the Dark Paladin, which like requires Buster Blader and the Dark Magician. So you fuse those 2 together to Ultra Fusion summon an Ultra Fusion monster. Sorry, I have the hiccups if I like making so much sound. Alright, now let's get into the spells before like I run out of time. Alright, first up is Fire Fusion. Fuse 2 more Ninjara monsters together to special summon a Ninjara Fusion monster. And in the anime, like, if this ever does become like an anime, please make it an anime, like it can be used like continuously throughout one turn. That's only if you have the right materials for it. So it's a good card for like the deck. Next up is the field spell Ninjara Military Field. All Ninjara monsters on your side of the field gain 800 attack points. So yeah, that's a good card to have because like it gives you like attack. It gives your monsters attack points and like a good like attack point boost. Next is Ninjara Rankings. Tribute 1 level 4 Ninjara monster to special summon 1 Ninjara Fusion monster in defense mode. Pay 2,000 life points to change the battle position of that monster on the turn it is summoned. Not too bad of like a card, because like you tribute 1 level 4 monster to like special summon like a fusion monster in defense mode. But you also have to like pay 2,000 life points to like change the battle position of like the turn that it's summoned. Next is Commander Power, because you have the power. If Flame Ninjara Double X Military Commander is on your side of the field in defense mode, pay 900 life points to special summon 1 Flame Ninjara Double X Military Private from your extra deck or graveyard in defense mode. So yeah, you like pay 900 life points to like special summon it from your extra deck or graveyard. So yeah. Next is Firepower, which lets you tribute 1 face-down monster on your side of the field, if you ever do have a face-down monster. 1 face-up Ninjara monster on your side of the field gains the attack points of the face-down monster. Okay, now we move on to the traps. Our Commander Fusion is up first, and its effect is special summon 1 or 2 Ninjara monsters from your deck or graveyard. Pay 1,800 life points to fuse them together for Ninjara Fusion monster from your graveyard if they are compatible. So, like, it's very good for, like, quick fusion summoning. but that's only if you have like more than 18 years of life points left to like use like the secondary effect. Next is military training. If 2 or more Ninjara fusion monsters are in your graveyard, pay half of your life points by summoning one of them back onto the field in defense mode. And lastly is arguably the best card in Jordan's deck, Battle of Two Sides. Both players pay half of their life points to summon one monster from their extra deck or graveyard. Whoever has the monster with the least attack points loses 1,000 life points. If one or both players don't have a monster in their extra deck, they both, or one or both of them, lose 1,000 life points. So it's kind of like a do or die scenario. Like, if you don't have an extra deck monster, if you don't have an extra deck monster, you lose 1,000 life points. But like if you still have life points left, then you can probably make a comeback. But if your opponent has like an extra deck monster, then they can easily just like special summon to the field, and then you're probably screwed. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also I don't know. Big shout out to Cameron for getting the Blue Eyes Red Dragon, the Whitestone Legend for me. So yeah, check out my post on the straw poll. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so I can get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.